Hello everyone, and welcome back to my adventure here on the Lost Colony DLC map for Ark Ascended. Now, in the last episode, I managed to pick up these little Velmen, and also make a starter shack over there behind those trees. Today, I plan to try to upgrade my tools and my equipment, expand on my starter base a little bit, as well as see if I can manage to find some sort of tames. So, I hope everyone enjoys this one with me, and time to get started. So, first off, I'm going to go ahead and just start to gather a little bit of resources, that way I can work on expanding. I'm not going to gather too much just yet, but it will get me a little bit more EXP, that way I can work on upgrading my level. I'm also going to want to clear out the area right over here by my shack, because that's where I'm going to be expanding my base at. So, like all of these rocks, I need to get rid of these. Although, I think I will wait a little bit to get rid of all of them. For now, I'm actually wanting to go out and see what I can find around the area, see if I can find any tames. I can't make any trank arrows yet, but I can make myself a slingshot. And I can also make myself a bow and some arrows. So that should hopefully help a little bit as far as not dying right away. Alright, I'm missing some flint, so I'll go ahead and work on gathering that. Now, over here by this lake, I have checked it out a little bit, and there are quite a few resources that will come in handy. Within the lake itself, there is silica pearls. There are also a few obsidian nodes over past that rock, as well on the far side of the lake. There's also a couple on the middle little island. Just past that rock over there, there's some sulfur, which also has some sand. At the top, or at the bottom of the waterfall, there is some crystal. At the top of the waterfall, there is some oil. And I believe there is even some metal right outside the front of my base, just over here along this hill. So there are a good number of good resources in the area. Yeah, the metal is just right over there, right at the edge of that snow. So having all of that around, it should make it a little bit easier on me. There will be some resources I still need to go out and collect, which I will have to worry about later whenever I need them, as I don't know where other resources are on this map just yet. Let's see if I can make some more arrows now. It's not a whole lot, but it'll help. I also want to make myself a spyglass. As I mentioned in the previous episode, I do have the nano spyglass as well as the awesome spyglass. I am not sure which one I prefer more over the two, but I think I'm going to start off with making nanos. And for that, I need to come over here and get a little bit of this metal. Oh, I should also look into making a bola. Which I apparently am missing some thatch. That was a real easy grab. And I've got my fortitude up to level 20 so far. That should be good for now, especially once I upgrade my armor to the new Arctic set. So for now, I'm going to be leveling up my weight a little bit, get that up some, and after that, I'll be upgrading my health and eventually stamina. And I should probably also load this up. So I don't want to grab a whole lot of metal with my current pickaxe, because I don't want to waste all of these nodes, but I believe I need 5 to make the nano spyglass. So I'll see if I can get that real quick. Alright, it's 2. Alright, that should be enough. Alright, I just need some fiber. And I can get that pretty easily just by hitting some of these bushes. Now, with the spyglass, I don't have to have it on my hotbar. I can just click on it, and it gives me this little cursor in the middle of my screen. Normally on the spyglass, it would also show the outline for the creatures, but I have that disabled. I don't want to have too much of an advantage while using this mod. So I still need to be careful, that way I don't run into stuff that would be potentially dangerous, especially if things are hiding in all these trees. But it should help me to identify stats and the taming methods for each of the different creatures. Now, you'll notice that most of the creatures tend to have a bit higher on the levels than what you might expect from this map. That is because I have the custom level mod added, and I believe I have them set to the Ragnarok levels. I think. That was a 140 bison up there. I definitely want to try to tame one of them, as I have not used one before, but I am not ready for that currently. I should also get some more companions out, just to protect myself. Now, I'm going to be looking around to see if I can find something that I can tame. That way I can help get berries a little bit easier and help protect myself. So, hopefully we can find something close by. Well, so far I have not seen much except for the bison, the deer, and woolly rhinos and mammoths in this area. So I don't know how far away I'll actually have to travel to find something. Although, if my memory is correct, which is Could be, because it was just yesterday. I believe I saw an iguanodon over on the far side of the lake in the trees on the way down to the base. So I think I'm going to go over there and check out that area. See if I can find myself the iguanodon that I saw yesterday. Even if it is lower level, it should still help me. I just need to find out what level the saddle is. 30. So I'm going to have a little bit to go before I can actually ride on the iguanodon. But once I can, that should help me gather some berries a lot easier. And who knows, maybe I'll find something else that'll be useful in the meantime. Now, I don't know if piranhas can spawn down here in this lake. I have not seen any so far, but you never know. I hope not, because I don't want to have to worry about piranhas anytime I swim across this lake. Oh, whoops. Oh, I just realized I probably should have grabbed some more meat before I left the base. Oh, do have a level 150 trike right there. I could consider getting a trap and knocking it out, but without having trank arrows, that might be a bit difficult. I do have the level for the saddle for it, so that may be something I consider soon. And another pego. Where'd you go? Well, all he stole was a little bit of spoiled meat. Oh well. Now, I will say, from what I have seen on this map, this is a really lovely looking map, despite all the snow. We do have quite a bit of obsidian right over here, and a perfect candidate to be tamed. Now, due to the nano spyglass, I can see the stats, health, and torpor of this parasaur, so that will help making things a little bit easier to tame. Although I'm not sure if I'll be able to tame this one before I end up killing it. I might need to switch over to the club once I can find it again. I believe I just saw a 135 Velwyn, so I may need to grab that here in a moment. Let's see if I can actually find the real one. There's a 135. Is this the real one, though? Looks like it is. Perfect. Now I just need to find where that parasaur ran off to. I have to go ahead and get some more companions in. I keep forgetting to summon more and to refresh their timer. Okay, there's an iguanodon over there. But I'm not seeing where that parasaur ran. some otters. I would like to get myself one, but I don't want to have to drag the fish all the way over here for it. Where did this parasaur run off to? I didn't think it would run off this far. I'll bring it back here in a moment whenever I can find this parasaur again, or if something else interesting happens. So let's see on the other side. Oh, there it is. Although, sadly, it looks like it's being attacked by a raptor. So, that's a shame. That would have been such a good team to have early on. A decent leveled parasaur. But seeing as its health is so low, I wouldn't even be able to attempt to tame it right now. Go ahead and kill that pig, get some more meat and hide going. As we can see over there, my pig that I tamed, or that I claimed last episode's almost up and going. So that should help whenever I need to get some fertilizer. I'm not seeing anything else that I could actually tame over here, though. Just the trike and the parasaur. But I really don't want to try to tame the trike without getting trink arrows first. They could be rather annoying. Uh-oh. One of them hit a otter, and I don't know how many otters are in this area. I saw quite a few just running up this area. Now, I will say having the vanilla with sprinkles from Syntec, well, it's pretty nice. It compiles a lot of the quality of life mods I usually like to use, such as the auto engrams. Then you got the pulling system and a few other unique features with it. So it is nice to have. What are you? Is that a parasaur up here? And what is it running from? I see some penguins and otters. What level are you? 80? Not great, but if I can catch up to it, I can try to tame that one. At least get off my feet. Oh, that would probably be what it was running from. A Microraptor. Apparently I missed the bola. Alright, I'll see if I can knock this one out. Looks like I'll be able to. It's just gonna be really low on health. So I just have to hope that nothing comes by and kills it. Now I need to get some mejoberries to feed this guy. It shouldn't take too many. Actually, let me see how many it does take. Yeah, only 16. So that's not terrible. I don't know for sure if the nanos shows the actual amount that I need with my current rates, but I guess we will find out here shortly. I know the spyglass mods can sometimes be a little iffy on how much they actually show for what you need to tame, depending on the rates of the server or single player world. Nice. My pig's almost fully grown over there. Too bad it's useless except for feces for crops, which I am nowhere near ready to go for yet. Alright, it says it's going to require 16, and yeah, it looks like that's actually going to be accurate, so that's good to know. Now I just want to see if there's anything else in the area. There are plenty of otters. It's just a shame that they are too far from the lake, and I didn't see any fish in my lake over there. So maybe I can get one sooner or later. I'm actually going to start making my way back to the base just to de-render that parasaur. And also I need to get some more food cooking. And I should probably go stand by the campfire for a little bit. It's pretty cold out here at night. Let's see if this will actually help a little. Yeah, I'm just Snowflake now, so no longer freezing. Alright, Phiomia is fully grown. Parasaur is about half tamed from looking at it. I can also grab some of the feces from the Phiomia and tame up one of these dung beetles that I've been walking past. So whenever I go back over to the Parasaur, I'll see if I can grab that. Where's my Felwinds? Alright, there they are. These guys are amazing to have early game. You just summon out a pack of them, up to 7 total. So 6 friends plus your original. And they can just destroy a lot of threats. The only downside to them is you don't get any EXP from their kills unless you also hit the target as well. So I'm going to want a Parasaur saddle. Let's go ahead and get that crafted up. And then I'm going to want some meat. Let me grab my companion over here. What should have some meat. Oh yeah, good amount of it. And also some glove upgrades. Now I am using the Clifton's wardrobe, which gives me this appearance right here, and I do have a couple others. Like I said, I do have a good number of decorative mods, which just help make things look a little bit nicer. So let's grab all of this. I don't have anywhere else to put all these right now, so I'm just tossing all the berries into the storage box and tossing everything else into my structures mod over here. So I want to keep these out, keep these and my arrows. And I should probably actually make a new folder to put all these in. So I'll put my torch, my spyglass, and my arrows in this, just so stuff don't accidentally get transferred over like that again. I guess it would help if I actually light the fire. Alright, looks like the Parasaur's tame, so I'll go put the saddle on it. And if I come across that dung beetle, I'll tame it. Apparently I have a second campfire on my hotbar still. So I believe the dung beetle was right around here. It's only level 55, so it should only take one feces. I just need to find it. It's difficult to see anything in all this grass. I've actually used a command previously to shorten the length of the grass to make it a little bit easier to see things, but looks like I might need to shorten it again just to make things a little bit easier to see. There it is. Alright, looks like that one's going to need one more. So I will go grab that, after, or go grab my parasaur, and then I will feed them the last piece. Should be ready to eat by then. Let's see here. This parasaur is low level, but it'll at least get me off my feet. Got another dung beetle here, but I won't have enough feces to tame it just yet. I thought that was going to end up happening. Oh, that was a 150 Microraptor. And it looks like there's also a raptor attacking. Let's see if I can find my way back up this little hill. Or can I whistle the parasaur from here? Let's see. Looks like I can. Uh, there we go. Some pretty low stats, but to be expected of a level 80. But at least I'm mobile now. Now I'm going to want to go back over and clear out the area for my base. So let me grab this dung beetle before I go start on that. I would also like to try to get up to level 21, I believe it is, so that I can actually start making some metal tools. I just don't know if I'll be able to get that up there quickly. Having the parasaur will be nicer for clearing out the bushes. Because there are a lot of bushes over there. Alright, get myself a dung beetle. Get myself a Biomia. So, I should be able to get some crops up and going at some point. I will need to see if I can find some seeds. And also see if I can make the crop plots for it. Great, there's another spider. At least my Velwyn shouldn't have any issues taking these out, but I can also join in and get a little bit of EXP off these. Alright, home sweet home. Let's go ahead and toss this guy out. And do I have any narcos? Yes, I do. Come on, Evie. Problem with the creatures blocking my doorway. I'll go ahead and grab some of this, let it start to spoil up. Go ahead and get some narcos started. That'll get me a little bit of EXP. Now, I think for now, I'm only going to bring my weight up to 200 because, as I said, I do have a stack mod which goes up to 1,000 at 50% reduced weight, and I also have the Clifton's backpacks, which I actually need to make. Let's see if I can afford one. Now these are going to reduce the weight a little bit further. And it's just all to help making transporting all the resources a little bit easier and quicker. I've tried to play without the stack mod and Clifton's after grabbing them, and it is just very difficult for me to not rely on them anymore, just because of how useful they both are. Nice. Completed that task. Let's see. Looks like I need to travel 500 meters on foot, tame a Parasaur, Lystro, Raptor, Otter, or Jobo, and that one's pretty easy to do. This one here would also be pretty easy to do. So I'll probably work towards both of these. If I see any more babies, I'll go ahead and claim them. Try to get this one done. Otherwise, I'll see if I can do this one. Now, I did notice that there are a lot of new skills. Some of these are pretty amazing from the looks of it. Like this one up here. Gain an active ability, summon 3 dire wolves to fight at your side for 45 seconds. That one's pretty much going to be just like the Veil ones, I believe. And this one here, transform into a cat. You appear as a wild cat to all players. This one I don't think is going to be any interesting for a PvE solo player world, but it is pretty interesting that they've added something like this. Looks like there's also a new fishing skill line, so that's interesting. Although I don't see a perk for fishing on the other maps except for these 3 right here. So, oh, this one's nice. Gain an ability for the next 15 seconds. Your mount becomes spectral. Cannot be targeted by wild creatures. Ignores all stamina costs, and you cannot be forcibly dismounted. So that one will be pretty nice to have if you're traveling through dangerous areas. Just be able to turn spectral for a short time. Let's go ahead and get some more Medjol berries and Narco berries. Both of those will be useful. Now, as you can see, it is getting a bit dark out, and looks like it's about nighttime. Another mod that I have installed is sleepable beds. That way I can actually sleep through the night sometimes. Just to make it a little bit easier on everybody to see what's going on. And so I don't have to deal with a dark nighttime, if it ever is. Right now, it doesn't look like it's going to be too dark. So, I don't want to spend too much time right here around the base right now. So I'm actually going to come up this way, go ahead and start getting this 500 meters on foot objective. And I believe there are a few mammoths up here. So depending on their level, I can actually see if my Velwinds can kill them. That way I can start getting some pelt to work on the Arctic armor eventually. I believe it unlocks at level 19, but it requires metal ingots, which requires level 21 for the smithing, and a 20 or 21. So it's kind of weird how they have that set up. Dang, Microraptors again. I swear, these things are the bane of every Ark player on every map they are on. Another thing I like about the Clifton's backpacks is just how it actually appears on your character model. Alright, level 20. So I should be able to make a forge now. So, it's time to go make one. And looks like I'm also almost done with the 500 meters on foot. I just need to find my way around this little section. I think I can get down there from here. That is probably the only downside about this area, is there's a lot of little rock ledges that you can't actually do anything with. What is attacking? Oh, some bugs. Alright, let's see if I got enough stuff to make a forge. No, I do have a few different ones. Like I've got the K Rustic mod. There's just a different version of the forge. It just looks different. Um, I'm not sure which mod this one's from. Probably my medieval deco mod. But for now, I'm just going to go with the refining forge from Visual Storage. So I've got that set up. So I'm going to go get a little bit of metal, get it started, which should be just right over here. There's still quite a few nodes. I really don't want to break one of these, but I've already hit on this one, so I'll probably just break this one. And hopefully I'll be able to get enough metal to make a pickaxe, and probably an axe as well. I don't know what level the metal multi-tool unlocks at. I'll probably check that before I actually craft anything. Having the metal multi-tool will be a lot better than just having several different tools on my hotbar. Go ahead and lay down and get some energy back. Alright. There's level 21, so that should give me access to the smithy. I've also got all these companion gear, but sadly I don't think they can be put on the Velwyn. I believe they only go on the armored doggo, which honestly is a shame. I'm not seeing the smithy though. Looks like it's level 20 as well. The metal pick, metal hatchet, and the multi-tool. I'm still a few levels off. I might see if I can hold off on making that one. If I can get those levels quickly, then I'll hold off and make the metal multi-tool instead. Now, it's starting to get a bit darker, so once I get back to base, I'm going to go ahead and sleep, turn it back to daytime. And then maybe we'll see if I can kill a few more creatures around the area. That way I can try to get some XP myself. Apparently, my dung beetle's sleeping on my bed, and I can sleep in 2 minutes. So, let's get this started up. I don't have any more wood, so There's plenty of trees right outside my house. And that should be more than enough. Now, as you can see right here, I do have one chibi mod added. This is the Chibi Drops mod, where I'm killing different dinos that have a chance of dropping a chibi of that dino. And then I can, apparently we have another villain right here. Let's go ahead and get rid of that one, it's a low level. Although that's going to destroy my structure. Great, the pig's in the way. I'm going to run over here to the crystal, get a couple pieces, and make myself a dino ball to pick them up. Now what? Oh crap. Well, that ain't good. I don't know where my villains were at. But apparently something is attacking the base over here. Oh, it's the villain. According to this, I still can't go to sleep. And this guy's in the way still. This is the problem with small little structures. Oh crap. Is that villain dead? Also, what happened to the 135 villain that I tamed? Oh, it's right here. Alright. Let me see if I can go get my stuff back over here. Now that my villains aren't fighting anything, I can actually send them up to these raptors. Although that 140 would have been nice to tame if I hadn't caught me unawares. And definitely going to need to adjust the settings on the Fiomia so he's not trying to attack stuff. Alright, raptors are dead. Let me get this crystal and head back over to base. I don't want to get too much of it, but I want to see if I can get enough for maybe 3 of the dino balls. Which should be 6 crystal. Come on, give me some crystal. Alright, let me see if I can actually climb up on top of this crystal over here, get some stamina. And I can make 2. That'll be enough for now. Oh, actually, it's 1 fire. I thought it was 2. My mistake. Let's put all these dinos away. Okay, there's those. And let me also grab the Velwyn. I was not expecting the raptors because I just came from that area just before they attacked. That is pretty. Just the night sky on this map. Now, I don't know where my companion currently is, but I'm pretty sure she will show up soon. Let's go ahead and grab that. And looks like I still can't actually go to sleep yet. I will need to make the dino terminal, that way I can actually store all these creatures in it. Oh, my campfire broke. Well, I guess it's a good thing I have a second one on me already. My bow, backpack, and all that stuff's missing. Did it not get picked up from my body? Let me go check over there again. Alright, I see Evie. Okay, maybe one of these will have my stuff in it. Let's see. Okay, that's a Velwyn, so that's not it. I thought I had already grabbed all my stuff, but apparently I didn't. I guess I'll need to keep that in mind to make sure, double check it going forward. And what is this? My parasaur. Alright, let's get back over to base. Hopefully, nothing else will happen. But it looks like I might not be getting those metal tools in this episode. I mean, I could make the pickaxe and the axe right now. But I would like to try to save up a little bit and go for the multi-tool if I can. Weird, why can I not? Okay, for some reason it's not letting me put the stuff back on my parasaur. Let's try this. No, I can't do anything. Let's see if a relog will fix that. No, it's not letting me put everything over. So I'll drop that for now so that I can move. I'm also going to want to use that. Let's go ahead and move everything over. Get rid of all of this. Looks like my game lagged a little bit here. Okay. Let's put the bait in, and I believe I dropped some wood over here. I know I dropped some berries too. Did I not pick those up? Hmm. Let's go ahead and get some more meat cooking. And my metal's done. I don't know how much I will need for the multi-tool, so I have to figure that out. Did I not drop some narco berries over here? Well, apparently, I lost some narco berries. And it's still not able to sleep. Well, in that case, I think that's going to be where I'm going to call it for this particular episode. I didn't get quite as far as I would have liked, but I did manage to get myself a tame, and I am currently being attacked by a bison. That is not good. Well, looks like we might be ending the episode off on another death here. Either for myself or for Evie. I hope that Evie will be able to take this thing out. Okay. Well then, that happened. Alright, in that case, I will be ending off the episode here, as I just said. So I will catch everyone the next time around, and in between episodes, I think I'm going to try to clear out the area beside my base and start setting out the foundations. So I will see everyone next time, and thank you for watching.